Viewer discretion is advised. That old crazy boy Kanye West gonna be going down there to his church. Joe Olsteen got down there. Used to be the summit this Sunday, man. I ain't going. Y'all going? Everyone that is going to Joel Osteen's church, including Joel Osteen, y'all are going to hell. I gotta tell you, you people are going to hell. You call yourself Christians, and you are going to see this. Look in this guy's eyes. You can tell this damn boy is crazy. And all the stupid things this boy has done over the years, this man is hustling. And like stupid little sheeps, people fall for it for time and time again. To me, he started showing signs of having mental issues when he when he took the mic from Taylor Swift. I knew the boy was having some type of mental problems then. And from that point, his music started going down. And he's trying to always, when they have some type of event, he will be there and say something or do something stupid to keep the spotlight on himself. If you don't believe me when I said this boy is crazy, look at his clothing line. Now, who the hell in their right mind will come up with something like this? And y'all follow this guy? This is somebody that you want to listen to. This is somebody's words that you would take with some type of credibility. For you Christian folks out there, the devil can't force his way in. You have to allow him in. Yeah, he'll use a lot of tricks, but you still have to allow him in. He can't force his way in, and you are allowing yourselves to be taken once again. A lot of Christians have false hope. They hope and pray for things that will never, ever happen. He might have changed, man. He's singing Christian songs now. That man is hustling now. He just hustling you dumbass Christians. Y'all do the same thing over and over. You people are hard-headed, stiff-necked. You will not listen. And in my honest opinion, anybody that follows Joe Olsteen is a knucklehead anyway. I mean, Joe Olsteen, he's a motivational speaker. He's not a minister, per se. And the guy is a hustler. I always wonder why most ministers always have a woman up under them that is really the mastermind behind the hustle. He's not like his father, John Olsteen, who was a real father. This man worked his way from the bottom. My father knew his father. I knew him when he had a feed store. That's how far they go back when they were just some poor white people. But things change. He has been blessed. And what he does not realize is this will be the end of him. Allowing Kanye West to enter into your church is going to destroy your church. You might go back to the feed store now. Who has ever heard of paying to go to church? Now I know that they have collection, and if you have something, you can put something in it. But if you don't have it, you just don't have it. But who has ever heard of charging admission to go to church? I don't care who was at the church. If the president was there, they wouldn't charge you to come into the church. Joel Olsteen is just making a big, big mistake. His father, John, worked hard, man, because like I say, he had a small feed store and a small church. And he was dedicated and built himself up and had so it's like God doesn't bless everyone to have these large memberships because they don't have the voice to talk to that many members. God is going to bless you only with what you can handle. And his father will start receiving more blessings because he was able to handle more. And I know his father. I remember his father way back when he started building himself up and he became real popular and his church expanded. And I have nothing but respect for Mr. John Olsteen. But when he passed and his son took over, and I said, man, what? Joe just didn't really, as a spiritual person, I felt no connection. So he said that his wife is the one that convinced him because he said himself he's not a minister. But his wife, like, hey, man, this might be a challenge. But, hey, man, women see dollars. I don't care how you trying to put it. This woman saw his big following his father left behind. And she saw the opportunity for them to really come up. And came up, they did. But the only reason that Joe Olsteen was able to even do the things he's doing today is because his father left something behind. And Joe is supposed to pick up the banner and keep marching on, but he's going into another direction. And the reason why he can't see it is because he sees money. He knows how many people the formerly known as the Summit, how many seats this place has. Equate, to multiply that by the dollars, however much the tickets are, I wouldn't know because I wouldn't go anyway. And look how much money he's going to have. Time after time, people that really are brought up to be honest and are really in their heart, they are honest people. But because they are human, they allow themselves to be persuaded. And they are blinded by money. He already got money. I mean, after you get to be a millionaire, I mean, what good is the billion going to do when you're never actually going to run through the millions you have? That'll last you a lifetime. But greedy people do what greedy people do. Kanye West hasn't sold a record since New Edition was popular. And that clothing line of his, that should have really bankrupted him. So the guy needs some money real bad. So he decides to sell Christian records now and say, I'm a Christian. But you cannot talk this game. And the problem with most Christians are they love being entertained. They go to church to be entertained. They love to hear the choir singing. They love to see the praise dancing. They love to hear the word. But the Bible says, don't be hearers, but doers of the word. And you people refuse to do what the Bible says to do. You want to do your own thing. And bringing somebody like Kanye West into I don't know what possessed him to do that. Was his wife's coercion? Whatever the reason, you made a bad decision. And from what I can feel, you're going to lose your church for it. You turn the temple into the house of Satan. And you shouldn't have done that because you know better. Your father taught you well. But, like most men, they're led by their woman. And you can't blame it on her like Adam. Oh, the woman gave it to me and I ate it. But you knew better than to eat. You do know what happened to Ananias and Sapphira, don't you? Hey, you two are going to suffer together. And what happened to you, or what is going to happen to you, has happened to a lot of people. You know, what other people have worked hard for, it's hard for other people to really keep it going because they didn't work hard to get it. Someone else did. And this is another thing. When you spend all of your life winning, there's one thing that you're going to have to experience, and that is losing. Because when it's the other way around, when you lose a lot, you know what mistakes not to make because you know it's going to cause you to lose. But if you've been winning all of your life, you don't know the trickery and the deception that awaits you. And Joel Olsteen has been deceived. He has been tricked into allowing Satan into the house of God. And that will not go unpunished by God. See, it's one thing when people try to punish you. You know, that punishment you can deal with and just go on with life. But when God punishes you, man, you have hell to go through and deal with.